gals, huh? Got a hand for you guys. All right, exciting Cocoa Beach.
I hate to do this, but I can't see it. I'm blind.
The New York City never sleeps. Cocoa Beach is the town that never wakes up. They said, build it and people will come, and here you are. How are we doing all the way in the back? Cheap seats, good? Barflies, we're all good? Awesome, right there we got Willie Nelson right in the middle of the bar. There we are. That's all right. From Green Acres, Mr. Haney, right here. And the Desperate Housewives of Cocoa Beach. They happen to be sitting with Ernest Hemingway. Give it up for Ooh, oh, from the Iron Man movie, it's Jeff Bridges. And from Stranger Things, Jeff Harbour, Mr. Hopper. Hey, all right, good to say. Master Poe. What those seal? You big runner. You'll crack walnuts with ass, don't you? Big man, woo! You'll screw Buick, don't you? Always good to be back at my favorite club. Gregory. Good to see people out. It really is. I think we had smaller crowds than this the whole week, but good people are out. We're back drinking, right, Mr. Haney? We're partying, right, Master Poe? Jeff Bridges? Hopper? You betcha. All right. Barflies? I like the barflies. Can we get an amen, barflies? I like it. Yeah, we're back drinking like we used to, right, Willie Nelson? Remember before the pandemic? Remember you get so drunk you wake up the next morning in your truck? And then you realize I don't own a truck? Mr. Haney, you remember being so drunk at a party you did a Jello shooter? And then you realize there's a gosh darn candle? Remember that? I'm shitting wax. What happened? Desperate Housewives, you remember being so drunk during sex? You had to fake the orgasm? And then you realize, hey, wait a minute, I'm by myself. Ernest Hemingway, remember being so drunk at the drive-thru, you paid for your food at the first window, then you drove past the second one without paying for it? Thanks for the food, see you next weekend! Chick-fil-A, I love you! Why am I so hungry? There's a candle in my ass, Mr. Haney. Remember being so drunk at a casino, you thought you were kicking ass at the slot machine? Then you realize you're putting dollars in the bill changer? Master Paul? Pussification of America. We got soft. You know, there's no reason you don't have to be stupid about it. There's Uber, there's Lyft, there's carjacking. You know, but just go out and have a good time. Pussification of America. There's a guy suing Hooters. Suing Hooters, Mrs. Bridges, because they wouldn't hire him. Right, Mrs. Hopper? He wanted to be a waitress. Mr. Haney could have been anything else, a bartender, barback, busboy. He had to be a waitress. place like Hooters for women.
Yeah.
Can I get an amen? You betcha, a bunch of guys in orange Speedos? Come on. We'll call it scrotums. What do you think? Instead of wings, we'll serve nuggets. That sauce should be mild, medium, hot, and great balls of fire, man. Pussification of America. My friends are pussies. They don't watch my back. You know what I'm talking about, Jeff Bridges. I have friends. Oh, my God. Driving with a couple of buddies of mine, I fall asleep in the car, full on, face against the window. I am drooling down my chin, Master Poe. Here's a cook the pisser. I wake up at a stoplight just in time to hear this couple in the next car go, isn't that cute? They're taking a little retarded man to Disneyland. Pussification of America, people. All it would have taken is a little simple communication. That's all it would have taken. Right, Ernest? Is that Mrs. Hemingway? Is he a good communicator, man? No. Is he a gentleman still? Yeah, opens doors. Yeah. Toilet seat down. Pussification of America, people. You know the best communicators are? Jeff Bridget, you know who the... Jeff Bridget, you know the best communicators are? Truck drivers. Right, Mrs. Bridges? You know what I'm talking about. You've seen their signs, haven't you? I drive with my lights on for your safety. Good communication, Mr. Bean. And if you can't see my mirrors, I can't see you. Goddamn Shakespeare on wheels, Hopper. See, I want to be a better communicator so I can get a lovely Hemingway like Mr. Hemingway. So I put signs on my car. I drive with my brights on because I'm an asshole. You can see my middle finger in your mirror means you're an asshole. My kids slept with your honor roll kids. Honk if you love Jesus, because you're going to need him if you cut my ass off again. And you don't like the way I drive, stay off the goddamn bike, man. Can't stand the bicycle dudes, right? Unnatural packaging back, the spandex shorts, and a Tour de France helmet. All about sharing the road till I'm driving on the bike path. They're like, hey buddy, get back on the street. I'm like, hey asshole, buy a car. All people on wheels. Cops on bikes, they're the worst. Cops on bikes, what are they going to do when they catch up to the suspect? Get in the basket, don't move. Skateboard kids, the worst. The worst, Jeff Bridges. Have you seen them? Boxers hanging down, butt crack hanging out. They look like little plumbers. I'm jogging along the other day. All right, Willie, I'm walking real fast. This long-haired skateboarder, not a crime kid's behind me. Dude, on the right! Dude, on the right! Dude, on the right! Boom! Dude, in the dirt. This kid pops up off the ground, looks at me, and he goes, asshole! I never would have talked to him a goal like that, right, Mr. B? I had to pull that kid over by his nipple ring and straighten him out. These kids today don't know, right? How many people by applause have ever raised a teenager? Make some noise. Some people too tired to clap, right? Horrible attitudes. From 12, when they turn 13, cute, poopy little diapers. Next thing you know, they're 13. They're like, asshole, what? Kids, I'm telling you, I dated one with a teenage kid with an attitude you would not believe. First date, I knock on the door. Kid looks at me. You're not my father. He doesn't know that. Could be, but if I say communication, right Haney, right Master Poe, right Jeff Bridges, right Hopper, right Barflies, I gotta practice what I preach anyway. I told this kid, hey look, I am not trying to replace your father. Just trying to have sex with your mother. You know what he said? Asshole. Oh, I went off. I went off on this kid because you got to put him in their place sometimes, man. They talked back. I was like, you know what? You do not know how good you have it, mister. And kids today don't know. Can I get an amen? Barfly. Oh, my Lord. Kids today. When I was growing up, I didn't have half the shit kids today have. I did not have to say no to drug programs. I had to do drugs. No one labeled me ADD. They just called me stupid, right? There was no X-rated internet sites when we were growing up, right, anyway? Hell no, man. You and I had to whack off to National Geographic. You remember Miss Nigeria? She was hot. So then boobs go down there like that. Like playing hacky sack with her own boobs. Not quite like Desperate Housewives. Pussification of America, people, they did not know, kids, they did not know, man, this generation right here, all of us in this room, we were conditioned to survive a pandemic. We were, think about it. My mom painted my crib with lead paint. While she was smoking a cigarette. Pregnant with my little brother. Drinking a beer. Nothing happened to that kid except for that droopy eye. Think about it, we rode around in the back of pickup trucks with the tailgate down. Right? If you lost somebody, you just pick them up on the way back road. We rode bicycles without a helmet. We rode bicycles without a helmet. In fact, if you wore a helmet, you were special. We were on the short bus, Paul. Pussification of America. There was no bottled water. There was no bottled water. We had a hose. Remember? We had a hose. Now kids get in trouble. Parents put them in the corner in timeout. Timeout. Who came up with this mamby-pamby psychological bullshit? Go sit in the corner and think about what you did wrong. There was no timeout, Hopper. Unless you count when your dad took time out to beat your ass. Is it an amen? Do you remember the international ass beating signal? No, you know from experience, don't you? You remember the ones that preceded that ass whooping? This is going to hurt me more. Even in my little 7-year-old mind, I'm thinking bullshit. Let's trade places, right, Hopper? My dad had a lot of bullshit things he used to say. My dad used to tell me, hey, if you leave the dome light on, you'll get a ticket. My dad said, hey, if you flash your brights in an oncoming car, they might shoot you. That one might be true, Pop. My dad told me, Jay, if you masturbate too much, you'll go blind. I said, Dad, I'm over here. Get an amen. She would have had one of these when I was growing up. shit, my old man. There was no diet food when we were growing up, right, Hank? You and I had to get fat and eat Pop-Tarts, huh? Now they have potato chips that are baked. Calorie-free, yeah, carb-free, trans fat-free, gluten-free, taste-free. They're horrible. And the chemical that makes them all those wonderful things is called olestra. Olestra has a little side effect, barflies, called anal leakage. Now, I'm no rocket surgeon, but isn't that just medical speak for shitting your pants? You don't see that warning on the back of the chip, though, do you? Consumption of these chips may cause you to shit your pants. You might not want to go bowling if you eat these chips. Clean up lane 2. Now, my grandfather was a wise man. My grandfather once told me, Jay, never take a sleeping pill and a laxative on the same night. You've been there, haven't you, sir? What they invent? Ambien, huh? It's a sleeping pill that has a little side effect called anal leakage. So this butterfly goes to bed at night, gets his 8 hours of great sleep, wakes up in the morning, and oh my God, I just shit my pajamas. Pussification of America, people, I'm telling you, we got soft. Pussification of America, we were so much tougher back then, we didn't have half this stuff, am I right? There was no YouTube. What would kids do today without YouTube? There was no YouTube. Right? You wanted to watch a monkey pee in his mouth, you had to go to the zoo, am I right? There was no 911, there were no cell phones, if you want to call the police department, you had to dial a 7-digit number on a rotary phone. Police department, screw it, I've already been stabbed in the eye. We were so poor, our first car, there were no seatbelts. No seatbelts. Right? Remember who the seatbelt was? Yes. Just gave Haney a shot to the chops. Just like my mother used to do it, man. Whoa! Man! Boom! By about the third line, I'm like, God damn, Mom, just let me go through the windshield. Can't breathe. Even my dad sat in the back seat, man. No one yelled shotgun. Pussification of America, man. Our first car, there were no power windows. Right, Hop? No power windows, brother. Well, if you wanted to flip somebody off, it was impossible, wasn't it? Pussification of America, there were no cup holders. No cup holders, barflies. Now people base their entire decision on whether they're going to buy that minivan based on how many goddamn cup holders are in the minivan. So their little shitty kids can hold their little shitty sippy cups on the We used to hold steamy hot cups of coffee, 3,000 degrees right in our crotch. If you spilled that shit, you didn't sue anybody. God darn it, I wish I had a cup holder. Pussification, we were so much more creative. There was no paintball, we had a BB gun. If you got an eye, it was extra points. There were no signs on gas pumps, never removed the cap from a hot radiator. We used to put our tongue on the battery cables. Some of us still check batteries that way with a fire alarm, don't we? Doesn't do anything right, Haney, except every now and then your balls glow. Pussification of America. Remember the slip and slide? How cool. 25 feet of plastic. You went down with a hose. Right? It was like a wet t-shirt contest ready to happen. Desperate. Do you remember that obnoxious kid? He get up too much speed, went over the end of that slip and slide over the sprinkler head. Remember that kid? Took his nipple off. That was me. Thankfully, a quick-thinking neighbor sewed a piece of pepperoni on there. Desperate. It looks like shit, but you lick my nipples? Tastes great. Pussification of America, people, unbelievable, man. I grew up in a little town, a little place, a little city, in a little area near Nogales, Mexico, Arizona. I was on the American side. We lived in a primarily Latino neighborhood, except for one guy next door who was Irish Mexican. Irish Mexican. His name was Carlos Murphy. Every morning that guy would knock on our door, go, "Ay, saco de mañana to you, me little pendejos." We were poor too. We didn't have satellite dishes. We had a coat hanger for an antenna, Jeff Bridges, right? Huh? Now stop. Hey, you remember there were no remote controls? Your little brother was a remote control. Change the channel, you little bastard. Give me a beer. And he had to go through 6 feet of shag carpet to get to that dial. Pussification of American people. We were so poor, all the other kids had a piñata for birthdays, right? Not my family. We had to kick my uncle in the nuts till he gave us candy. Pussification of America, people. Unbelievable. We were so close to Mexico, we would get Telemundo interference. We would get the Beverly Hillbillies in Spanish. Now remember the theme song. Es un dice mi historia, señor, se llama lleno, pobrecito caballero, really can't family back. And then you me deal, well, I mean, por comida, up through the ground, come up, bubbling cruiser. So much more creative, weren't we? Unbelievable, man. We had so much more fun. So much more fun. We had talent shows and air guitars and disco. Remember disco, hey? Yeah. I guess every generation does it, though. Every generation complains about how tough they had it. I remember my grandfather, Hemingway, he used to say, besides the laxative and the sleep, he used to say, you know, when I was a boy, I had to walk uphill both ways through snow and broken glass. Guys with shorts on and their ball hanging out. Go ahead, look, Desperate, it's all right. It's like a car accident. It's like, oh, no. He's just like that guy at the gym, you know? He's on the bike, nuts hanging out. I looked it up, though. I did some research. I found out when my grandfather was growing up, they still put cocaine in Coca-Cola. I said, hey, Gramps, what are you bitching about? You should have been jamming up them hills. Pussification of American people, my grandfather did tell me, Hop, when you go to the beach, never wear a thong bikini. Wish I'd listened. I was right out here today. I saw a guy in a thong bikini, little French flag right on the front of that boner bag. You know what I'm talking about, Pirate Bob? Have you seen it? That's the first time Willie Nelson smiled all night. Well, I thought this guy had a bunch of women around him, a little French flag around him. I bought me a thong bikini. Desperate, did I mention I was single? I go to the beach, what happens? Women and children start screaming. It's alive! Lifeguards were closing sections of the beach. Tourists were holding hands, singing, "You're thy God to thee." Up rolled that skateboard kid, remember him? He looks at me and he goes, "Hey mister, works better if you wear it the other way around." You know what I told him? Asshole. Mystification of America, man. If you're gonna wear a thong bikini, if you're gonna wear a thong bikini, all right, Fred Mertz, if you're gonna wear a thong bikini, you don't realize how many celebrities we actually have. Incredible. Who knew in Cocoa Beach all these retired actors live? Master Paul. So I went to the gym, Jeff Bridges, just again to check it out. Thought, well, maybe I'll look better in my thong bikini. There's big guys there, huge guys, big dudes all steroided up there doing the juice. Big guys, little weenies, big guys. Huge dudes, little crummy cocktail brains, Mrs. Hopper. I told these guys, look, you don't need to do the drugs. If you do the steroids, right, messed up, pull. You do the roids, shit falls off, doesn't it? You're doing those curls, and all of a sudden that little nut goes running around. Look at Haiti. I see people in the back, it's kind of disturbing, but if you watch when he walks out, just ask him. You may not be able to sleep, but whatever. Yeah, so I looked, I put 3 plates on either side. I'm not doing the drugs. I lifted that bar, hit my chest so hard, my testicle popped off. The worst part was this bodybuilding woman, okay, Pirate Bob, this bodybuilding woman came up to me. Her nipples were so hard, she worked out so much, she could open a beer bottle, boom, like that. Which was great because I had my beer in the gym, Mertz. She says, you know what, you should try something a little less strenuous, like Tai Chi. Tai Chi, please. Do I look like I need any more takeout food? Come on. He's like, no, Tai Chi is the art of self-defense and meditation. I said, that's great if you're finding someone on Quaalude. But I took that class, Desperate Housewives. Me, Fred Mertz, Master Paul, Jeff Bridges, Hopper, Willie, Pirate Bob, Barflies. Yeah, because I saw there were a lot of women going like this back. I earned, after 6 weeks, I got my chartreuse belt. I went out on graduation night, Mr. Andy, and I went out on graduation night. I got my ass bloody, beaten, and robbed. I remember laying in that gutter, though, Master Pope, thinking, you know what? They were right. I have never been more relaxed. If you earn a chartreuse belt, I decided to try it out. I went and applied as a doorman at a country bar. A doorman at a country bar. Went driving into the parking lot, and I realized I really didn't belong when I saw these big trucks with big wheels and gun racks and CD radio antennas. Pirate Bob, and they had bumper stickers that said, if you ain't a cowboy, you ain't shit. Right. I went driving over in my little Toyota Corolla. I I rolled my window down, looked up at that cowboy and said, "Excuse me, Mr. Cowboy, does that mean if you are a cowboy, you are shit?" I remember waking up thinking I have never been more relaxed. Once I straightened myself out and crawled into the bar, I realized cowboys have a lot of fun. Hey, you ever seen them with the big belt buckles? They can bring in ESPN. Look at that. They got their names written on the back of their belt, Poe, right? In case they get too drunk, forget what it is. Woo! What's your name? Pirate Bob. All right. Everybody's walking around going, "Shit, help. God damn, shit, help. God damn." And that's just the women. And cowboys got pickup lines. Now, Ernest, did you have a slick pickup line back in the 1930s when you proposed to this woman? No slick pickup line? No? How about you, Paul? No? Nice stuff cowboy from her. Follow me. Well, these cowboys had good lines. I wrote some of them down. You know what I'm talking about, right, Don Ho? That makes you Mrs. Ho. Well, since you're not with Haney, are you with Haney? Well, the pickup lines were amazing. Yeah, this guy's like, "Hey, baby, your body's name must be Visa because it's everywhere I want to be." Swear to God, I may not be Fred Flintstone, but I can make your bed rock. If your left leg was Thanksgiving and your right leg was Christmas, can I meet you between the holidays? Now, I tried to tell the cowboy, "Hey, you got to bring it down a notch, mister. Women like to be romance, isn't that right, Mrs. Haney? You like a little chortley, some champagne, and some escargot, huh, Pump?" Women love to be whispered to in French. Am I right, Hopper? I told this cowboy, "Watch this. You speak French and the panties drop right off." I pulled this cowgirl over and I looked at her and I went, "Parlez-vous français, you little heifer?" I remember waking up thinking I have never been more relaxed. I'm telling you though, man, this country swinging and dancing, the boots scoop boogie and the cotton eye Joe and the line dance is fun, huh? Yeah, cowboys, you can learn from that, man. We had all kinds of fun things. Rode bikes till the sun came down. You know, we rode in the back of those pickup trucks. We had the karaoke. We did all kinds of fun things. My brother and I had an 8mm camera. 8mm camera. We used to do movies. We used to do things with G.I. Joe and Barbie. I really can't tell you about it. Pirate Bob, you know what I'm talking about. Got me leg bit off by a sperm whale. Now I nearly down in rough weather. Yeah, our favorite thing, Master Poe, was Kung Fu movies. Kung Fu movies. Quiet Jane. Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee. Chuck Norris. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, they were a lot of fun, right? How would you guys like to see one of those Kung Fu movies recreated right here on the stage tonight? Make some noise. Thank you. Well, get an amen. You guys are pretty awesome. I will never forget this quote. Gregory, so much fun. Woo. Hey, while we're at it, why don't we give a hand to our wait staff? I believe that's Melissa back there. Leave a little something. It's hard to pay their mortgage with the applause. So take care of them, people. And we got the owner of Gregory's. Uda back there, give her a hand. Strong German woman on this. Run tight ship. Put you over the knees, spank you, dog. Ernest is like, where do I sign up? Classification. Okay, we're going to do a Kung Fu movie. I'm going to play the lead actor. I'm going to be your Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, Chuck Norris. I'll be doing all the stunts. My brother used to play the guy that got his ass kicked, so I need somebody to fill in the part of my brother. I'm thinking maybe Master Po will help me out. Hey, Master Po ahead. And Mr. Hayes. And of course, it would be zero fun if we didn't have Ernest Hemingway in the house. Come on up, fellas. I know Jimmy mentioned it. I just got back from entertaining the troops. I work with Vicky Barbalok from America's Got Talent. Raised a lot of money for wounded warriors. And tonight, thank you. You can join my club. Pirate Bob, I've got 2XL. That's right, with a lot of the proceeds going to warriors. You can also buy one of these bullshit buttons. I don't care what side of the party line you are, it'll work for everybody. Bullshit. Alright, so what these guys have volunteered to do so gracefully is provide my sound effects for this movie. Oh yeah, Don Ho, you want to get that film out there, man. Desperate Housewives, you're going to like this. First, let's meet our contestants. Hey, what's your real name? Jack. I'm going to say Ernest, much better. How about you, big guy? Yeah. Master Paul. Happy birthday, kid. Mr. Haney. Ernest, what do you do for work, or did for work, you retired, so now you are fishing, aren't you? Yeah? What did you do? I went to that grocery store. Cool. All right, you bought shit, sold shit, stocked shit. What? Oh, manager, okay. Yeah, I bet you were hell in the frozen food section, my friend. Master Paul, and you, what? When you're not cracking walnuts with your ass, what do you do?
But then we would work out.
Well, that saying of the drug talk, I was me and Pirate Bob. And how about you, sir? Retired as well. A what? Okay. You just keep playing pocket pool. You're all right. All right, so this is what's going to happen. These guys are going to provide the sound effects, fellas. You just need to think of your best Bruce Lee, Chuck Norris sounds, grunt, groan, cough, talk through this, chicken bone in the throat. And don't worry if their sound effects don't match my emotions, because it is a Japanese movie. We're going to start out with Ernest Hemingway. Your job out there is when I announce these guys to make a lot of noise. You guys think you can handle that? Let's try and give it up for these guys. All right, first up, Ernest Hemingway. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Ernest Hemingway in the house. That makes noise. It's not a song. Yeah, you do the noise. All right, let's go. Take two. It must be hell and bad, huh? Just grunt a lot? Oh, that's the ball. gonna have to, I don't know how to raise this. So anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Master Poe. Aww. He's done that before. Give it up for Master Poe. All right, Amy, I don't know what you do for a living, but you better make it good. You're the big closer, dude. And the pressure's on. Where did Mrs. Haney go? Oh, there she is. She's going to put a sweater on for this one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. Haney and a half.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. So. Woo-hoo.
Got the three hottest guys in Cocoa Beach. All right, well, we got to have the big ending. The credits got to roll. The music's got to come in, and we're going to have some fun with that. I got a costume. I think it's only fair the boys have a costume, don't you think? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead. We're going to do a little costume change. Be patient. Go ahead and face the wall. And I know you've heard that before, Master Poe. Give it up for these guys. Give it up for me. And one more time for all our celebrities. Ernest Hemingway, Master Poe, Mr. Haney, Desperate Housewives, Butterflies, Pirate Bob, Willie Nelson. We have Iron Man, Jeff Bridges, Mr. Hopper, and the cheap seats. Good night.